Ninth inning, 1 out, bases loaded. Phillies closer Brad Lidge takes a deep breath, winds up, and lets it go. In her Willow Street home, Elsie Kennedy was hanging on every pitch.
I didn't attempt to sleep. I mean, I was too keyed up. And I was just watching the game, and then, they finally came through, and they, won it in the ninth inning. Well, I just was so excited. The game was over. The telephone rang, and it's after midnight. And I knew as soon as it rang that it was my son, Mark. He said, "Mom, I knew you'd be up."
Kennedy and others of her generation have rooted for the losingest sports team in America for more than a half a century. Kennedy remembers when the Phillies were going to the World Series back in 1950. At the time, she was working for an accounting firm that distributed series tickets for the Phillies.
They had won the National League Championship and were going to, be in the World Series. But what was nice there, when we had our breaks, we could watch the Phillies at batting practice. And this is Robin Roberts and Richie Ashburn and Pudd'nhead Jones and, all these other players. And, we just were in awe, of them. And I think that was the best thing about being at Shibe Park. Jumping ahead to 1980, when they were going to go in the World Series. And at that point, we had 3 sons in college. Really couldn't afford it. We went to all the games and spent that money. And then it was money well spent because they did win the World Series. Tug McGraw was pitching. Boy, if that wasn't an exciting time. I mean, everybody was jumping out of their skin. Watching the Phillies through all these years, even when they were down the cellar, I was still rooting for them. I kept thinking, well, they're going to pull it out. And I guess I was the internal optimist. I think that the team that they have now is just absolutely fantastic. I mean, with Victorino and Ryan Howard and Hamill, I could go on and on and on. And each one has their own personality, but they all bring so much to the game that I really feel that they're going to go all the way this year.